What's going on, everybody? I apologize if my new audio setup is a bit. It needs some tweaking. I got a lovely gift from a very great person. I got myself a nice little mic arm and one of these diffusers. I think that's what you call them. Anyways, Polly, could you not? I know I love you, but you're gonna knock some shit over. I guarantee it. Anyways, so as the year comes to an end, you may see this at the beginning of 2020. You may not. Seeing as there's only 45 minutes left in this year, which is crazy. Yeah, what a wild decade this has been. I've been through a whole hell of a lot. I'm sure you have as well. Some people have had some good years, some people have had some bad years, some people have had some god-awful years. I've been fortunate enough to kind of fall in the middle there. I mean, let's be honest. Everybody has their ups and downs. Unfortunately, all of my downs were my fault. I'll just come straight out with it. I didn't make the very best choices, going through, in between 2010 and now. I've met some people have left, met some more people have left, and I've made some bad choices. But you know what? I don't regret anything because, I mean, I wouldn't be the person who I am now had I not made those choices. And with all bad choices come consequences, and I dealt with them. And I think that builds character. Not saying that you need to go out and make yourself some bad decisions to find yourself, or however you want to put it. Always do the right thing. And if it feels wrong, then it's probably wrong. So, that being said, just in case you're curious, I'm going to take a little trip down memory road and, go through some of the highlights of my life, the very few that there are. I met this gal shortly after I had ended a relationship very badly, and she just so happened to come into my life, and it didn't. Things were great. Things were great. We moved out together, and we put all of our resources together, and things were great. And then, for some god-odd reason, I am just a total piece of human garbage and made some terrible choices, so that didn't work out. Of course, I had to move back home. I was living here for about 4 years, and throughout that whole time, I didn't have a job. Because I was working in Bend as a busboy at Red Robin. I mean, that's top-notch quality in employment right there. Absolutely. But on my way to work one day, I got pulled over because my tags on my license plate were expired, and it didn't quite help that I had a broken back window, because it didn't latch all the way because I got into an accident. It's an accident. I slipped on some ice going around a corner, and I slammed into a guardrail, and that back latch just kind of came from closed to open and slammed and just shattered everywhere. I didn't even notice it at the time. It was 2:30 in the morning. I was extremely tired. I was like, I don't see any damage, so I'm just going to go home. I'm going to go to sleep. But yeah, no, that royally screwed me. And a couple months later, yeah, I got my license taken, so I wasn't able to finish my work there in Bend, and yeah, couldn't drive anymore, and that just kind of depressed me a little bit. So I stopped working for 4 years, and throughout that time, I had a lot of time to think. It was like prison, but at home, and it it really sucked. Don't get me wrong, but I learned a lot about myself and what I need to accomplish and what I need to do, and I'm not there yet. The long way to go. Um, and I know I'm sorry, I'm rambling here a little bit, but this is just for anybody who wants to know and for looking, forward to the future, to the next decade, because I'm gonna be 30 in February, and that's just shocking, absolutely shocking. I mean, it comes so fast. It really does. Everybody says that it does come fast when you were younger, and I say, now, what are you talking about? Like, life is taking forever. I just wanted to be an adult so I can go do adult things. No, 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 you don't. No, no, you really don't. Sure, it has its perks and whatnot, but it's really not worth it. But yeah, so back to my sitting at home, jobless. Finally decided to say I had enough. That I'm going to go and try and find a job. I walked throughout the entire city of Redmond and just so happened to put in application after application after application. Every single store, warehouse, whatever, I put in an application. I applied. I did whatever I could. And finally, I got a call back from the Arco on the highway here in Redmond, which is now, I think it's called Buy 2, which is an absolutely absurd name for a gas station. But yeah, they had some management problems, and he ended I can't remember if it was a he or she. Shows you how much I pay attention. But they ended up leaving and needed a new manager. I said, hey, I've got some management experience working at McDonald's. I've got X amount of years under my belt. So yeah, here's my 2 cents. I'm gonna throw in my hat on that. So time goes by, and I get the call, and I have to go through this silly little over the phone interview, and yada yada. One thing led to another. I got the job, and then I had to pay off some fines, and once I did, I was able to get my license. I was able to drive an old cop car, which was a lot of fun, but had a lot of problems. But it was a car, nonetheless. I mean, you got to be appreciative of what you've got, and how far you've come from nothing to being a manager. It doesn't matter if it's a manager of a gas station, man. I mean, it feels good, to be trusted like that after coming from such a dark past. And speaking of dark past, I did have to go through rehab because I was just getting out of control. After my dad passed away back in 2007, everything just kind of fell apart. And I just started making bad choices, and it kind of just kept piling on up. And then I finally said, enough is enough. Enough is enough. I've got to do something different here. I need to get back on the right track. So, thank God for that. Anyways, back to what I was talking about earlier, working at the gas station. But anyways, so my now boss came through and got some. My now boss came through and offered me a job back working at McDonald's again, with, I think it was like $1.75 more an hour than what I was making. And I said, hell yeah. I've got to get the hell out of here. The owners of this gas station are based in Eugene, and they could give two shits about anything over the mountains. So our place was run to hell. I tried the absolute best I could, but I just didn't have the materials, the resources, anything like that to keep that place going the way that I wanted to. So I said, you know what? No, I'm done with this. I put in my 2 weeks. I served about a week of it. So yeah, I was done. And so yeah, now I've been at McDonald's ever since. Keep climbing the ranks there. I thoroughly do enjoy working there. However, I am quite a bit burnt out about it. It's just monotonous. It's just, the same thing every day, every night. But I do appreciate the hours. I do appreciate the pay. So, that's why I stick around. Plus, well, more importantly, it's the people I work with. They're all family to me, and I love every single person there. So, anyways, that wasn't really this isn't really the video I was kind of planning on doing. I might do a different one a little bit later, but yeah, the person I was talking about earlier, who got me this little microphone stand. I don't know if I mess with it too much. I haven't gotten it all nailed down yet. But yeah, we might do a collab coming up here soon. So expect that in the near future. I'm sorry I haven't been able to put out too many videos lately. It's been quite a bit of drama here at my house. I will be moving coming up here soon. Should be within the next month. I told the person who's renting the house that I'd be coming in after the holidays. Because, you don't want to do everything all at once. You got to take care of things first. So, but she's a super sweet gal. I've known her for a very, very long time. She's actually the mother of the boy who I bought my Volvo from. And God rest his soul. He was such a great guy. But anyways, yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful new year and a wonderful new decade. And got some more ideas coming in the future. If you don't hear from me for a while, which you should be used to by this point, I will be coming up with some new content here soon. So keep an eye out. And of course, one love, y'all. I will catch you all very, very soon. Happy New Year, guys.